Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome, my dear students of Tamayiz School. Inshallah, this is the last video of Unit 5. We will discuss lesson 7 and 8, and we have to answer some exercises in your student book. So let's get started. So, as I said, we have some exercises that we have to study. But first, if I ask you a question like this, what job would you like to do in the future? Or what do you want to be in the future? And you have to tell me why. You have to think of answers for this question and give me answers, please. What job would you like to do in the future? Yeah, someone can tell me, I'd like to be a doctor. One can say, I'd like to be a policeman. One can say, I'd like to be an accountant, and so on. And everyone has his own reason, of course. I'd like to be a doctor to help people because it's a good job. I'd like to be a policeman like my father, like my uncle. I'd like to be an accountant because I like dealing with money and so on. So you have your own reasons. But if you want to do a job or to be or to join, sorry, a job, you have to do something first. What is it? You should fill in the application form. Application. So when I apply for a job, I write my personal information, everything about me, about my education, my previous experiences, my details, as I said. So it's called application form. So when you write an application, this is application. You write your name, your address, your phone number, your education, and so on. Again, repeat after me, application. Of course, we have a different meaning for application, which is a program for a mobile phone or the computer, but you have to know the meaning or the main meaning on this lesson, which is application form for applying for a job. It's a formal written request for something such as a job or a club membership. It's called application. One of the sports that few people play, of course, not so many people. It's not a popular game, by the way. It's called badminton. What do we need to play badminton? Of course, we need a light racket and a shuttlecock to play badminton. A light racket and a shuttlecock to play such a game, which is called badminton. So badminton is not a popular game, by the way, but you already know it. It's called badminton. Badminton. Again, with rackets and shuttlecock. Such a sport is very, very important one in the Olympic Games, of course, which is called gymnastics. What do you need to be a gymnastic player? Of course, you have to be strong. You have to have a flexible body and a balanced body. You need strength, flexibility, and balance. Strength, flexibility, and balance are all requested to do gymnastics. Of course, you know from the picture, this is gymnastics. Gymnastics. It's a type of exercise for developing physical agility and coordination. Okay, gymnastics. The next word, which is member. All the members should be involved in a teamwork. As you can see from the picture here, we have members, so you have to be involved. I am a member of the group, so I am involved in the group. I am a member of the society, so I have to be involved in the society. I am a member of the school, so I am a student in the school. So it's member. Member is an individual or a person belonging to a group such as a club, a team, or school, and so on. Member. Sauna. 5-star hotels have sauna. This is sauna, which is called, which is pronounced sauna, not sauna. It's not pronounced sauna, by the way, but you have to say sauna. Some people say sauna is okay, but better to say sauna. Sauna is a small room using hot air. It's a small room in a hotel using hot air for cleaning and refreshing the body. It's not about the sun. Be careful. Later we will study something related to the sun. Now it's about hot air or vapor for cleaning and refreshing the body. Sauna. The next one is, which is related to the sun. If you want to get a tanned color or you get tanned, you have to go to a solarium. Instead of going to the beach to get tanned, no, you can go to a solarium. It's an artificial room for getting tanned. A solarium. Solarium. It's a room with tanning beds used for artificial suntan. If you want to get suntanned, you have to use a room called solarium. These are the vocabularies that we have studied today. Let's revise them again. Repeat after me, please. Application, badminton, gymnastics, member, sauna, solarium. Okay. Here in this exercise, page 44, you have to fill in an application form. Why? To join a sports club in Kuwait. So what do you need to write in this application form? You have to write the following things. Yes, who can read? On the left, it's written clearly that you have to write your personal details. Family name, middle name, first name, your age, your address, your telephone number, and even your email address. These are called personal details. Of course, you have to tell me which sports would you like to do. You have to check the sports that you would like to do. And which of the facilities would you like to use? Facilities, you know, in English, the word facilities means the places in a restaurant or in a hotel or sorry, in a school, even in a school, in a hotel, and so on. These are called facilities. So take your time and answer this exercise. Just a few minutes, I'll be back. Okay, that's enough. Here, when I ask you about the information included in the application form, as I said before, you have to write the personal details like name, age, address, and telephone number. You have to tell me the sports that you'd like to do, and so on. This is about application form. Now let's go directly to the last step in our unit today, and it's all about the facilities that you would like to use in a hotel, for example, or in a club. What are the facilities that you can use? We have restaurant, we have snack bar, we have, it can be called also canteen, snack bar or canteen, sauna and solarium, sauna and solarium. So these are the facilities that we can use in a club. Also, we have some sports that you can do in a sports club. We can read the sports below, please. Athletics, exactly. Football, judo, badminton, golf, karate, baseball, gymnastics, squash, basketball, hockey, tennis, cycling, and the last one, horse riding. These are examples, of course, of sports that you can find in any sports club. In this exercise, page 45, you have to listen. So when I ask you to listen, you have to listen carefully, please, because it's very important. When you are listening, you have to take notes. You are going to hear a conversation between a secretary at the New Kuwait-based sports club and a club member. So the question is, why is the secretary telephoning the member? You have to take notes when you are listening. And give me extra information does the member need. So listen carefully for this exercise, check information, and take notes, of course. Then I'll be back in a minute.
.4, page 45, exercise 1.
Hello? Could I speak to George Pennington, please?
Yes, this is George.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pennington. This is Ahmed at the sports club. Thank you for your application to join the new Kuwait Bay Sports Club. I'm ringing to ask you a couple of questions.
Yes, of course. What would you like to know?
Well, you haven't given us your address.
Sorry, it's because we are going to move in 2 weeks.
Do you know your new address?
Yes, I know it now. It's Al-Hilali Street, Kuwait, isn't it?
Could you spell the road name, please?
Yes, it's A-L-H-I-L-A-L-I.
Thank you. And the other thing is, you didn't tell us your level at tennis, did you?
Oh, sorry. I'm intermediate.
Thanks.
Fine. Thank you for calling.
That's okay. Goodbye.
Bye.
So after listening to this exercise, we have to check the information. Who can tell me why is the secretary telephoning the member? Did you take notes? Did you write down anything related to the conversation? Okay, so tell me the answer now. Why is the secretary telephoning the member? Exactly, he hasn't got all the information he needs, so that's why he was telephoning the member. Telephoning the member. I am as a clerk or officer in a club. I have to get all the information, so I am telephoning the member. Next question. What extra information does he need? Of course, he's telephoning for getting information. So the information that he got is his address, George's address, and his level at tennis. George's address and his level at tennis. These are extra information that he wants to know. The next exercise is about pronouncing question tags. Question tags, as you know, is a very important rule. They come at the end of any sentence to ask for confirmation. So when I say, you are Kuwaiti, aren't you? Check the pronunciation, please. Aren't you? So you have to listen here and repeat the question tags as you listen, okay? Listen carefully and repeat, please.
5.5, page 45, exercise 2. A,
Didn't you?
B,
Isn't he?
C,
Couldn't we?
D,
Haven't you?
E,
Won't you?
F.
Can you?
So these are question tags, and of course you repeated after repeated after him the question tags. Listen and repeat again.
5.6, page 45, exercise 3. A,
You remembered the car keys, didn't you?
B,
Faisal is originally from Al Doha, isn't he?
C,
We could stop at the supermarket on our way back, couldn't we?
D,
You've already stretched and warmed up, haven't you?
E,
You'll bring the extra racket, won't you?
F.
You can't play squash today, can you?
So of course you noticed the intonation, not only the pronunciation. Intonation means when I say question tag, I do not say can you. No, you have to say can you, won't you. Don't say haven't you. It's not a sentence, it's not a statement, it's a question tag. So you have to give it the sense of a question and the intonation of a question tag. Haven't you? Isn't he? And so on. This is about question tag. Okay? So now you have to read these sentences aloud and how they can be stressed differently to become questions. Of course, you have already paid. It's a statement, but I can make it a question by stressing the end of the question. So listen carefully and tell me the difference, please.
5.7, page 45. Exercise 4. A,
You've already paid.
B,
You've already paid.
C,
There's only 10 minutes left.
D,
There's only 10 minutes left.
So as you notice here, if you raise your voice at the end, or if you stress the end of the statement, it could be a question. You have already paid. There is only 10 minutes left. So it's in the end of the question, or sorry, in the end of the statement. If I stressed it, it can be a question. Anyway, this is about question or question tags. Okay. In English, we have some useful language that we can use. Of course, we have to know this type of sentences or expressions to be able to answer the language functions question in the exam. We have language function questions in the exam that requires you to know some useful statements, expressions to be able to answer the questions. If I want to greet someone and inquire on the telephone, I can say, hello, could I speak to Hani, for example, please? Hello, this is Noura, this is Ali, this is Ahmed from Kuwait, from Saudi Arabia. I'm ringing. Why? To find out, to ask about, to inquire about something. So that's thank you very much and goodbye. These are some expressions or useful language in order to be able to answer the language functions question. When you respond on the phone, you can say, yes, this is X, this is Hani, this is Ahmed, this is Muhammad. Yes, I'll get him or her for you. I'm afraid he's not here, or I'm afraid she's not here. Can I take a message? Can you leave a message? Of course, that's right. You can say that's wrong. No, it's, and so on. So these are some useful expressions when you are using the phone. Of course, you have to use goodbye or see you in the end of the call. Okay, this is the end of the lesson and the end of the unit 5. I hope you enjoyed this unit with me. Thank you very much and see you inshallah in the next videos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.